Hutchins!
You guys are beautiful. Hey, say hypothetically, before we get started, say you were a dirty old drifter that had a meth habit and you had just witnessed a horrible crime. Where would you hide inside of my house? I am having trouble finding this guy. When you're out to dinner with your friends and then they say, man, that meal really hit the spot. The spot's diabetes, right? Oh man, whenever I meet somebody that calls themselves an audiophile, I always wonder what song they choose to play when they whisper profanities to their reflections. If you get a mixtape that has 4 Fountain of Wayne song on it, that's a suicide note, right? I should be worried about their safety. If I wake up and have a half-eaten cheeseburger on my chest, how's that a drinking problem? I'm pretty sure that's an eating problem. The other day I was sitting around my house trying to think of all the reasons that terrorists hate us, and I couldn't think of any reasons. So I spent the whole day watching Major League Baseball. I was at a hospital the other day and I saw this sign that said hospital-wide Jenga tournament, and I thought, that's going to take a lot of patience. Whenever I see somebody post food on Facebook, I always take a moment to reflect. And I think about all those kids in third world countries that don't have cameras. Can't take pictures of their non-existent food. I was watching History Channel the other day, and they had this show about the KKK, and I always imagine that when the Grand Wizard, right after he gives like a really fiery speech, he whips out a Rubik's Cube and he solves it real quickly just to show how committed he is to color segregation. And then he like calls the local sheriff and he's like, I want you to harass each side of this cube. I want them to close down their thriving local businesses. And then when they finally find the right spot, they say, is this spot diabetes? Oh, man. That was incredible. You guys know that song, Ramblin' Man by the Allman Brothers? I like that song, but, you know, it's like, Lord, I was born a rambling man, just trying to make a living, just doing the best I can. I always think that lyric is a little misleading. I think it should be, Lord, I was born a rambling man. Today, I went down to the drugstore, and I was shopping, and man, I was in there forever. I went up and down the aisles. I saw a sign for 99-cent Coke, and I was like, man, I need to get a flyer from Bilo, because I'm sure they got that on sale. Or maybe I should invest some money in this Coke right here. So I sit there contemplating. I'm like, oh man, there's some candy on sale too. So I buy some candy and I buy some Coke and I get in my car. I'm driving, I turn on the radio. I'm like, man, there's a wreck on 526. Bullshit. Wow. So then I'm sitting on 526 and I'm just thinking about my day. I'm like, man, I gotta go home and cut my grass. Because I'm a rambling man. Thank you.